And the government's been making me have gross water. So I mean, like, they're actually going out of their way to make me lower class, and they're actually going out of their way to ruin my life. Because you have to spend money to target somebody. Then they've been following me around the bush, watching me go for a poo, just to have a scandal, or just to degrade me in public. Like, that costs money. That costs a lot of stalkers to go around trying to find out where I am. There's a lot of money involved in this. There must be. And the people come to and breaking into my house. Like, they've been doing it ever since I arrived here. So I have to actually rope up the doors. So I wake up and it's got a double lock, and the outside lock doors all open. Like, that's the thing, and it's like you have paid my mum and blackmailed her, and the streets are holding her, and I'm not. This has never been about me. I've just been kidnapped and forced to pay more debt, and I've already done all this. They've taken all of my career, all of my work, then they've taken all of my life. Like, they've taken the skills and the honour that I worked for and degraded me as a nobody, and now because of my appearance I just look ordinary. I'm not allowed to have the honour of it. But the thing is I just had a natural beauty and a natural charm, and I wasn't aiming. The power that I had was from my own personality, I think. I just did it on my own, connecting to people and learning things, and I just feel that I deserved my own wealth because I actually worked for it and earned I've been around a lot of upper middle class. I was middle class my whole life, but I was upper middle class in the end, and I'm being kept stunted all these years, and I'm sick. So it's hard to stand up for myself, and I don't even get that privacy of being emotional and grieving and being upset, because I got all these vultures, these sharks in this English tower thing, or American tower, just wanting to shoot me every day that I'm a fat pig or I'm ugly. And this is my life. These were my friends. They've turned into like enemies that want to shoot me as a cockroach leech every day. And what I want to know is that okay? Is that legal for me to be kidnapped from Australia, murdered and tortured as an animal? But I wasn't an animal, I was an adult. I was making fudge, I was making all these things to have a good life, to build my foundation. I just got kicked and knocked down again from the American black soldiers and destroyed my life and said that I'm too ugly for my ex, and I got persecuted over him, and then I got persecuted over John, and I just feel manipulated into this relationship with John anyway. I feel like he just saw me as a meal ticket, and because somebody wanted to harm my life. And then I just ended up being, so they said, oh, we're trying to help you do you a favour because your mum thinks you're ugly, we're trying to save you so you can be helped. And it's like, you're not trying to save me, you're trying to take over all of the relationships and ruin my life and take over my business and not let me be seen ever again, and just keep me drowned in the Indian Ocean, which was the police, destroying me. And then I just got killed by all the salmon. I got killed like Susie Salmon, as sexually slaved by Turkey. Yeah, that's what they did. It was like that Lovely Bones thing. It's a lot like my story, very much like my story. I was a up-and-coming photographer, and very, very innocent, very, very cute eyes like her, and very young looking like her. And the guy I was seeing was an insurance broker, and some guy raped me in a dungeon, and he was a pedophile. And all these guys have been pimping me ever since and treating me like I'm dirty, but I've got so much evidence that I'm clean. It's not fair. And I'm also wounded from, they've put all these botulinum toxins in me, I think, in the tent, and It's tragedy, because everybody must know, because they're all going around, you're going to get trespassed out of Albany, you can't stay around here, so they're taking away the land to the police. And they're like, you can't, you can't, like the girls, this is for the girls' retirement, you can't live here anymore. And it's so, sorry that my life is an inconvenience to your greed. I'm sorry about that. Why don't you just kill me? Oh, that's right, I did almost get a hit on me, not once, but about bloody 5 or 6 times. And so they're really out to destroy my life, and I want to know, when does it end? It was 30 years, because when I was out to it, I was watching the news, and they were saying I'm like a lazy, depressed, but it wasn't, I was really ill. I don't have the energy, and I was just sitting there sick, and I was watching a lot of the news that was going on, and then they just basically said those girls wanted a retirement fund, and they also said that they actually did a lot on the news. I think they said that those girls did a heist, and I think they actually said they locked one of my ex-boyfriends and pretended they were seducing him and tied him to a bed and left him there and took some of his money or something, and then I had my genitals tortured, and then they've stolen all of my relationships, they've stolen my right to have a voice, they've stolen everything from me. And that's what the people were saying when I was in Albany. They're like, they've taken everything from you, and I don't deserve it, because I worked to try and get a better tomorrow, and they're taking everything from me. Like everything. Like all of my memories, all of my friendships, dishonouring me by filming me every day that I got a weathered face and holding me hostage. I never really skitzed out in Australia. I was pretty calm, and I really only liked my mum. I didn't really like Kylie, because she was really mean to me. Like, she just really must have been watching all the social groups being nasty, and she was getting taught to hate me, so she was kind of mean to me. And I've never had that in my life, but ever since the girls have come in my life, I've never been treated nice. Ever since. And I'm being marginalised, and then they're getting rewards for recruiting more people to be nasty to me. And it's socially abusive. I should be, if I've got a disability, wouldn't you want me to have friends? Like, if I'm autistic and mentally ill, wouldn't you want me to have friends? Like, you expect me to, survive all of this in these gang raping black men that are part of Ruth's family, just raping and pimping me out so she can be famous for the music and the Facebook and the Instagram. Like, they've just made me a joke all over Instagram, I'm alone on my birthday. And for years, Kylie said every year they were celebrating my birthday and putting balloons because they were raping me. So for years, Facebook's taken my birthday and given it to somebody else. It's my life. I want my identity back.